Instagrammers! This is so fun! Oh my gosh. Who's gonna pop on? Is anyone even awake right now? I hope so. I'm just gonna set you guys. I don't know where to set you guys. It's kind of hard. I need like a little phone holder or something. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you guys are here. Okay, so first of all, I kind of just want to say hi. Tell me where you guys are tuning in from, like what part of the world you're tuning in from. I'd love to know. But okay, so I wanted to kind of chat with you guys in regards to my post. I'm so excited to see some familiar faces. This is so fun. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my recent post on waiting and kind of just talk heart to heart. So for those of you guys that kind of got to 10:30, girl, you are up late. I love it. Temecula, woo woo, France, that is awesome. 10:30, girl, Leah, I'm proud of you for being on here. I'm like an old lady. I would be in bed at like 8. Costa Rica, I love it. Minneapolis, some of my dearest friends are there. Tennessee, thank you guys for posting where you're logging in from. Okay, so I kind of want to chat with you guys just a little bit about waiting. So I saw so many comments. It sounds like a lot of us are in this season of just waiting on what God has for us. And it is so hard to wait. I waited for like 25 years for my husband. Obviously, when I was like a baby, I wasn't like aware that I was waiting, but Tennessee, I love it. Keep posting where you guys are tuning in from. I'm so excited to just get to know you guys a little bit better, but I just saw so many hearts that were kind of like mine, were just waiting for something. And I want to encourage you guys to learn how to press into the waiting, because the waiting never changes. So for those of you guys that read my story, maybe you look at me and you're like, oh, she's so lucky. It's easy for her to say that because now she's married and she has what she was looking for. But the reality is now we're waiting to have a baby, and we've been waiting for 2.5 years to start a family, and I'm still waiting. And I saw one girl, Rach, you're so cute. I saw one girl post on it about how difficult and challenging it is right now for her to wait because she sees all her friends getting married. And I can so relate to that because I felt like I was that girl. Cincinnati, I love it. It must be so cold there. I just felt like I was that girl, you know, where I was like, gosh, everyone's getting married and here I am, single as heck, you know. And then I found Josh and I was like, yes, like waiting season is over. God has taught me the lesson of patience, moving on. And then we got married and I was like, cool, let's start a family. I'm so excited to be a mom. I have that desire. The reason I coach as a virtual health coach and I work from home is because I want to be a mom, and I want to be a present mom, you know, like that class mom that's like always there for her kids, bringing cupcakes and things like that, the annoying mom. That's my desire. And so when we got married, we began another waiting season where now for 2.5 years we've been trying to start a family, and it hasn't happened yet. And I just felt my heart go out to all the girls out there who are waiting for something. And whether that's a baby or a marriage or a job, I just want to encourage you to press in, because even if you're waiting now, it doesn't mean that once you stop waiting, you'll never wait again. The reality is, you know, God is always kind of challenging our patience and our trust in Him. And sometimes it's not even God doing it, you know, sometimes it's just real life. Real life happens. There's hard things that happen, and it causes us to need to grow in our patience and need to grow in our faith of what God can do through our circumstances. And so I just want to encourage you guys, no matter where you're at, whatever you're facing, whatever you're praying for and waiting for, I know the holiday seasons can be really challenging when you see, you know, all of your family members and bring their significant others and all these announcements on Facebook about marriages and engagements and stuff. And I know for me, that was me. I wanted to celebrate. And even now I see so many friends announcing pregnancies, and it's so beautiful, but there's a part of me that breaks because I'm like, well, what about me? When is it my turn? And I don't want us to have that spirit, you know. I want us to have the spirit of joy and of patience and saying, you know what? I am just so thankful that that person gets to have that opportunity. But right now is my turn to grow in what God's doing in my life. And one day I'll look back and I'll be thankful that I had to wait. I'll be thankful that it took so long to have a family. I'll be thankful that it took so long for my husband. I'll be thankful. And one day I will see God's hand of protection through this moment and through this time. And I will be able to understand what he was doing in that time, because part of it too is that he's doing things that we don't see right now. For my husband, he didn't come to faith until he was in college. So if I had met him, anytime sooner, he wouldn't have he wouldn't have known who God was, and he wouldn't have been able to lead a family or even lead a wife in a spiritual way. And so for us, it's not always about us. I think for me, I was like, what can I do to speed this along, God? How do I move past this? I want to learn the lesson and move on, right? But the reality is that sometimes it's not even about us. Sometimes it has to do with the other person involved, or, maybe for us, maybe one of the reasons we haven't been able to start a family yet is because there's some things financially that we can get into a better position, or, maybe that's just God's blessing to be able to have a few years of being married, just us, and have these adventures before life kind of takes a different turn and responsibility, takes a different turn as far as parents. So wherever you're at, who knows what the reason is, but God does, and he is trustworthy. It's not trusting in the results of what we're looking for or asking for. It's trusting in his character, and his character says that he is trustworthy. His character says that he is good. So that means that when it comes to the desires of our heart, it doesn't matter if we have proof that they're ever going to come to fruition. All that matters is that God's character is trustworthy, that he is who he says he is. And because I believe what he says that he is and who he says that he is, that means that I can trust my desires of my heart to be a mom, to be a wife, whatever the case may be. I can trust that to his hands. Do you believe that with me, you guys? Are you with me on that? It's not about trusting that he's going to provide X, Y, and Z. It's about trusting that he is who he says it is. So when we can do that, when we can trust his character, everything else kind of falls into place. So just want to encourage you guys. I felt like I needed to share that. And I also just wanted to let you know that our boot camp, where we're focusing on the abs and the booty and the legs, is open. So if you are interested in joining us for that, check out the Instagram highlight story that I did for the free group boot camp that you can join. It's going to be so fun, and I just went live in that group to kind of introduce everyone to our workouts. So you get to try our workouts for free with that chance. But all in all, you guys, I just want to challenge you. Can I save this? I don't know how to save Instagram live stories. Let me know and I'll try to figure it out. But just shoot her, just send her my profile, and the Instagram live story will stay up on my account for 24 hours, which is cool. Yes, he does work on his time, and his time is always perfect. And so it's just so special to be able to walk through that and be like, you know what, God, I don't trust circumstances. I don't trust what I can see. I trust you. I trust you as a person. I trust your character, and I trust that the character you tell me in the Bible is who you are. So I'm going to walk in hope. I'm going to walk in faith, and I'm going to walk in confidence that what's coming for me in the future is going to be beyond my wildest dreams. And can we just say, at the end of the day, if I never get a husband, which obviously I'm married now, but for those that aren't, if you never get a husband, if I never have kids, God is still good. And at the end of the day, his answer and his promise is himself. And that love in its entirety is enough. It's sufficient for us. So that's kind of cool, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I know we all long for those things, but one day he's going to be we're going to be in person with him, and that's going to be fully satisfying. We're not going to need anything else. So right now it feels like we really need a husband. We really want these things, but one day we will be standing in his presence, and he'll be like, I'm everything you need. And we're going to be like, I don't need anything else. This is awesome. You are fulfilling me. So I want to encourage you guys, even in this moment, you can still have full satisfaction. Even though you desire a marriage, or you desire a baby, or you desire a dream job or financial freedom or whatever, you can still have full satisfaction right now where you are, because the God that's going to be fully satisfying when we're in his presence in heaven is fully satisfying right now with his Holy Spirit. So you can just sit in that and be like, okay, God, I may not have a husband or I may not have a baby, but I am fully satisfied in you. I don't need those things to be worthy or to be valued or to know that I'm lovable. I know that I am because of you, and I can sit in your presence and be fully satisfied in that. You alone are my satisfaction. So anyways, all this to encourage you guys. I just adore all of you guys. I love building community with you. I love just sharing my heart and encouraging all of you. So if you guys do want to see more live videos and, I don't know, just heart-to-heart chats, I would love to do that. Let me know what you would be interested in chatting about. You can just shoot me a message or comment below on my last photo, and we'll go from there. But I hope you guys have an awesome night. I'll let you guys go to bed who are on the East Coast. So much love to all of you guys. Thank you for being on here and just being my Insta friends. I just love community, so it's special to be a part of this. Yes, it's important to be in that position where you are ready to lead a family, because it is a man's role to lead as a spiritual leader. And that was something that I was looking for, because I kind of looked around at the guys that I was looking at, and honestly, none of them were ready to lead me the way that I needed to be. I felt like I had more maturity in my spiritual relationship, and so it's important, you guys, to wait for a man that can lead you, because trust me, there will be some heartbreaks that happen when you are married, that you guys will have to weather those storms together as a married couple. And you want a man who the first response he's going to do is to grab your hand, get on his knees and pray. And I guarantee you that's going to change your world. And if that's not the man that you're currently dating, I encourage you to reflect on that and to pray about that, because maybe that's not the guy that God has for you. And if you are married and that's not the man you're married to, I just want to encourage you guys that you've made a commitment in front of God, that your loving your husband has nothing to do with who he is, but everything to do with who God is. And that's an opportunity to serve God. So just want to encourage you guys in those ways. So love you all, and I hope you guys have Oklahoma, I love it. Hope you guys have an awesome evening. I will talk to you and do live videos with you again soon. I would love to know what live videos you would like to do. I think you guys are saying that would be awesome. So let me know what you'd like to hear. Have a great night.